Hey guys, William here and welcome to today's video. Wow, it's really hot under there. Hey guys, Billy Gamer here and welcome to today's video. You can probably hear me now. So, we're here today. It's a very kind of different video to what we usually do. It's more of a vlogging. And with the power of editing, I've kind of brought it all together. So basically, myself, Steve, Mr. Scott Holly and Manny on the Map, we went to Thursday morning. We went to a venue in London, to this sports bar. The guys put on a fantastic show for us, and they were live streaming Wrestle Kingdom 12. It was my first ever Japanese pay-per-view, like watching it kind of thing, and I loved every minute of it. We had a lot to drink. It was a great day. We have footage from the day, and some of the guys have sent through, they've done little videos of their own, which I'm so proud of you guys for doing that. I know how kind of daunting it is if you haven't had the experience of talking to, you know, being in front and talking to a camera on your own. It could be quite a challenge in itself, but I'm proud of you guys. Looking back through of the footage you sent, like, when I was editing it, I'm so proud of you guys. It's fucking hilarious. I appreciate it. Love you guys. So yeah, let's get to the video. Yeah, so my thoughts. I'm just gonna quickly. My thoughts. My section is not gonna be long at all. Wrestle Kingdom 12, fucking awesome. Match of the night, definitely. Kenny Omega against Chris Jericho stole the show basically. So many good spots. They told a story. Essentially, it's just classic wrestling. Yeah, really good. And spoiler alert, I've seen the episode of, I think it was called Damn. I think I might be wrong. But it's kind of like the New Japan show after, kind of like the Raw after WrestleMania kind of. And Jericho's attacked Naito. So he's sticking around, Jericho, for a little while. Probably until like February, I reckon. He's gonna have one more match with Naito, I believe. I think he's gonna put Naito over. So yeah, that was pretty good. So that sets that up nicely. Kenny Omega's gonna go up against, I think Kenny Omega tries to recruit Jay White. The sling blades, so yeah, I think, no, switchblades, sorry. I'm such a New Japan noob. So the switchblade, Jay White Kenny Omega tried to recruit him to the Bullet Club. Jay White basically done his finisher on him, so I think he's going to be the next challenger for Kenny Omega's title, the IWGP US title. I reckon Kenny Omega's going to drop it to him. And then hopefully Kenny Omega will go to WWE. We can dream. So yeah, no, the Fatal 4-Way match. Mike Skull, as I was just dressed up as just now, whoop whoop, against Kushida. Who's the other dude? Ibushi? I think it was Ibushi. I might be wrong. I'm probably wrong. Or it might be Tanahashi. I don't know. I'm such a noob. I don't know. And Will Ospreay obviously went away with the title. That was a great match. That was probably my second favourite match of the night. Young Bucks were openers as always for Wrestle Kingdom. First time I've actually won the belts at Wrestle Kingdom. So they are now the 7-time IWGP Junior Tag Team Champions. Yeah, hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Like I said, it's going to be a weird layout, the way I edit it. So it's going to be talking from one of us, then sections of footage when we're out and about, and then bang, straight to one of us again. So hope you enjoyed the video. Please like, share and subscribe, all that jazz. And we shall see you for the Royal Rumble. So yeah, mwah. See ya. Do none of the thing, you know.
No.
Yeah.
Mr. Holly. Hey everyone, so we're literally in rush hour right now.
We're on our way to rush hour.
Rush hour?
Carter! Lee! Carter! Simone. So we're on our way to Wrestle Kingdom. Wrestle Kingdom 12. We're just about to go on the Jubilee line, so yeah, break it down.
Hey Mr. Harley, you got anything to say yet? Fuck the revival!
What's up, guys? Biddy Gamer here. No, I'm only joking. What cunt does that, I suppose? Speaking of cunts, Paul has asked me to do a quick little video on my thoughts on Wrestle Kingdom 12. Fucking hell. It was excellent. Not gonna lie, I haven't really watched much New Japan prior to Wrestle Kingdom 12. And the only reason, to be fair, like a lot of probably Western audience, I was just going for the Omega Jericho match, in all fairness, which that fucking didn't disappoint at all. That was fucking brutal. Fucking brutal. So hello Deadpool. But yeah, it's just literally the whole card was just above expectations, because I went into that sort of not really expecting too much from it, because obviously, like I say, didn't know much about the wrestlers, didn't know much about storylines and what have you. But yeah, like I say, I was, pleasantly fucking surprised. It started off well with the it was a tag team titles, or the light heavyweight tag team, or junior heavyweights tag team title with the Bucks. And I'm not gonna try and pronounce somebody's fucking names, because I'm not fucking butchering them, because I'm no good at all these fucking names and all that. But yeah, that again was a bit, that was a bit touch and go. You think to yourself, who's gonna win? What I've noticed though, with New Japan though, is my downfall, I think, with the whole show, is there was a lot of false finishes in each match. But fuck it, apart from that, that's really one downfall I had to it, was the fact that, like I say, there was a lot of false finishes. But other than that, it was a very good show. Every match was a good match, probably more match than night. Has to be the Fatal 4-Way for the Junior Heavyweight title, with Will Ospreay and Marty Scurll. Again, I'm not going to try and say the other two names, I'm not fucking butchering them. But that, to me, was match of the fucking night. Some of the spots they were fucking pulling out of that match. And again, I'm not going to lie, I sort of know who pick up Marty Scurll and Will Ospreay are, but I've never watched much of their matches. But fucking Marty Scurll is fucking hilarious. By the time I'm a big fan of Marty Scurll now. Will Ospreay is just a fucking spot monkey, let's be fair. But yeah, it was a very good match. I think probably a close second to that was the Omega Jericho match, which I didn't know really what to expect. I was kind of thinking it was not going to be as good as I once thought, because of the hype. Because you often find with a lot of matches that the more they're hyped up, the more they could be shit, really. A bit like films, I suppose. But yeah, it's just like I say, every match on the card was a good match. I think the match after the Fatal 4-Way was I think it was the IC title match. I'm not too sure. I think I was a little bit switched off in that match, just purely because of having watched the 4-Way match previous to that. So I sort of switched off a bit on that match. Wasn't really paying much attention, but still, it was still a good match, very hard hitting. And sort of the match after that, the first of the two main events, was the Omega's Jericho match. Again, I sort of perked back up for that match. Very good match, very fucking brutal. But it didn't over. What's the one I'm trying to fucking think? It didn't over rely on the stipulation of, it's no holds barred or no DQ. There was a few spots in there that obviously hard hitting moments, which makes me realise that New Japan do have some shit fucking chairs. Their chairs are fucking shit. They're flimsy as fuck. But then again, having watched that match, got really into that match, was a bit burned out going into the main event. But again, main event was a good match, even though I was a bit burnt out for it. And sort of going out, like I say, the whole show as a whole was good. Sort of 9 out of 10, I'd say. And if you've not watched a New Japan show before, I would emphasise solely on watching this fucking card, because it was fucking excellent. There were a lot of matches I'm sitting there watching, I think, fucking hell, this is where WWE are going fucking wrong. So yeah, can't really think of much else to say about it. It's a fucking excellent show. I'm not going to give away like results or just in case anyone is watching this video before they've watched the show. But yeah, it's a fucking excellent fucking card. I would strongly fucking suggest watching it, even if you're not a New Japan fan, because obviously I'm not really, but I think I'm probably one now. But yeah, watch it. It's a fucking definitely a good show. It's definitely worth a fucking watch if you get a bit fed up with WWE at the minute. Right, thank you very much. Much love, God bless, from your sexual wank pheasant.
Look, I'm going down. Sorry, he's not used to London. Did you get that?
Yeah, I got it. We very rarely let him out.
Love you.
London's!
This is your dad for a year, mate. You just put out a silent video.
Oh dear.
Did I see that bit?
Oh, see Daisy. Oh dear.
Look, I'm going down. Look. Sorry, he's not used to London.
I'm on day release. I got it as well. Sorry, mate. Love you. Love you.
London!
It's my dad.
It's so tall. Look at this. Look at this.
Hey guys, my name is Steve. I'm here today on the YouTube channel of the man himself, the Bearded Gamer. This is my contribution that you may know or you may not by now. Wrestle Kingdom 12, the great event New Japan Pro Wrestling put on a couple of days ago. This is my thoughts on the event. So, myself, Mr. Scott Holly, Manny on the map, the man Manny, and the Bearded Gamer himself, Mr. Paul Stokes, made the journey up to London on Thursday morning, 6 o'clock in the morning on a train. Man, that was a rough journey. We went to a venue in London held by Hooked On Events. Big props to those guys, great event. To see and watch Wrestle Kingdom 12 live stream from Japan. Filming in the venue was a little bit difficult. It was very noisy, very loud. So I think what we decided to do is kind of do our take on the events now, a day later. So we've had a chance to let it all sink in. Kick off with the first match. It was the Young Bucks competing against Roppongi 3K for the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team titles. It was a great match to kick off the card. Young Bucks, probably the greatest tag team to have never wrestled in a WWE ring. Let's face it, they're never going to wrestle in a WWE ring. Cease and desist. Yeah, you've probably got more chance to CM Punk headlining WrestleMania this year than you have of the Young Bucks ever appearing in a WWE ring. But who knows? The match itself was a decent match. There was a lot of back and forward in the match, a lot of high spots, a lot of what you normally expect from the Young Bucks. And Roppongi 3K, you know, they put in a great show as well. Really cool match, really good way to start off the card. This was one of the predictions I got right. I predicted Young Bucks in this one, and they won it, so off to a good start with that match. I'll be honest, I know a little bit of New Japan. I've watched a few of the shows before. I've watched last year's Wrestle Kingdom, but it's not something I keep up with regularly. Having watched Wrestle Kingdom 12, I can honestly say if New Japan Pro Wrestling had itself a decent TV deal within the US and the UK markets, WWE would have some serious competition. I don't know if Vince McMahon or Triple H or anyone in Stamford watches New Japan, but yeah, they kind of really should, because it was an awesome card. It really, for me, this match, although not the main event of the card, it was billed as the first of two main events. The heavyweight championship match, whether it's to do a tradition or not, had to be the main event. However, it was a double main event, and this match was the first of those two. It was the IWGP United States Championship match. The match that I think everybody wanted to see, it was Alpha versus Omega. Kenny Omega against Chris Jericho. Who would have said 6 months ago this match would have happened? It's awesome, the build, the whole thing, to Jericho coming out and jumping Kenny Omega, destroying him in the middle of a ring, leaving him laying in a pool of blood, and then you're wondering, well, where do they go from here? Is this possible? You got Jericho at the press conference, and then the return attack, Kenny Omega coming out and jumping on Jericho, the big brawl in the press conference. It was just, the whole build was fantastic. If you're going to build an angle to a match, if you want to build a feud in a short amount of time, but you want the most interest in it, apart from the fact that you've got Chris Jericho and Kenny Omega, two of the biggest names in professional wrestling, going one-on-one, you want to build a match, that is how you build a match. You take notes, anyone who promotes wrestling anywhere around the world, that is how you do it, and it was done fantastically. By the time you got to Wrestle Kingdom 12, by the time you'd gone through where you got to in the show, the intensity, the anticipation for the match was unreal. We were sitting there in the bar waiting for this match to come on, and you just, it was intense, and the match itself, it didn't disappoint. The match was absolutely fantastic. Chris Jericho, I think he's pushing 50. He's got to be in his late 40s. The guy's been wrestling for 25 years. You wouldn't think it. And him and Omega, man, they put on a masterclass. Chris Jericho playing the heel role to absolute perfection. Stuff he would not get away with doing in a PG-rated WWE ring. It was just brilliant. He was the classic heel. He was doing everything that you're supposed to hate. He was attacking the young ones at ringside. He was breaking every rule possible. He was flying in the face of tradition. It was fantastic. It was great. They had some awesome spots in the match. Kenny Omega, the guy is awesome. He is probably, where I said with the Young Bucks about one of the greatest tag teams to have never wrestled in, you know, you call the WWE the biggest wrestling promotion there is in the world. Agree or disagree. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion. Kenny Omega, probably one of the greatest names out there at the moment to not have made his name in the WWE. Whether he will or not someday, I personally think he will. I have my own mind, my little how I think Kenny Omega should debut, but I think I'm going to save that because I think that's going to go into my predictions for 2018 video. 3 things that I think are going to happen in the world of pro wrestling in 2018. All will be revealed then. Both guys absolutely fed off one another, fed off the crowd. It's hard to feed off a crowd that's silent, but you know, you judge by the spots where they give you a clap. You get a little bit of a ooh, you know, that's about the best you're going to get out of a Japanese audience. The live audience, for the 100-odd English blokes sitting in a pub watching it, you could not hear anything over the fucking noise in that place. It was immense. In theory, you think you know who's going to win it, but you never knew with that match. There was so much in it that you thought, well, you know, this thing could go either way. In the end, Kenny Omega did pick up the win. Kenny Omega's a New Japan guy. Chris Jericho, you could have thought would be a one-shot deal. As it turns out, spoiler alert, if you haven't seen what happened the next night in the next Japanese show, Chris Jericho may be sticking around for a while. Fozzy, I don't think, pick up tour again till about February, beginning of Feb. So Chris Jericho's at a loose end for the next kind of 3-4 weeks. But it looks like for the short term at least, he's going to be sticking around in New Japan. So watch that space. I will be. I'll be picking up a lot more New Japan Pro Wrestling after Wrestle Kingdom 12. That pay-per-view has sold me. There was one more match after that. I'll be honest, most people were kind of buzzed out after Jericho Omega. Like I said, along with the Fatal 4-Way match, that match stole the show. That was match of the night. That was the ultimate. But there was one more match after that. It was the IWGP Heavyweight Championship match. Champion Okada defending against Naito. I'll be honest, I had to go back and rewatch this match a little bit before I made this video. because at that point my brain had started to drift a little bit. I was still in the buzz of Jericho Omega, and I wasn't giving this match the attention I probably should have. So I went and rewatched it before I did this, and it was a decent match. It was a really, really good match. A lot of hard-hitting Japanese style wrestling in that match. Yeah, but you know what? Overall, Wrestle Kingdom 12 was a fantastic pay-per-view. The WWE should take note. It was an awesome show from start to finish. There wasn't a down point. There wasn't a match where you thought, do you know what? I'm going to go make a cup of tea, or this is my toilet break match. Which, let's face it, every WWE pay-per-view's got. You didn't really want to leave the seat for the 4 hours. Big well done to the guys who put on the event that we went to see in London, Hooked on Events. They do, mainly they do the WWE Big Four, so they do the Rumble, WrestleMania, SummerSlam and Survivor Series. This is the first time, I believe, that they've done Wrestle Kingdom, the live feed from Japan. And it was great. The venue we went to in London was a really nice sports bar. We had our own little private booth, leather sofas, big screen TV, bit of beer and breakfast included at the beginning to get you going. So well done to you guys. It was an awesome day. There you have it. That is my contribution, my video thoughts for the Bearded Gamers YouTube channel. At this point I should probably remind everyone to like, share and subscribe to Bearded Gamer 11 YouTube channel. We have some awesome videos on this channel, whether you like a little bit of pro wrestling, whether you're into your gaming. There's a video on here for everyone. So check out the channel, check out the videos. See you again soon, guys.
What do you think so far? Brandy Rhodes, call me, yeah? Call me quickly.
So yeah, Wrestle Kingdom was very, very good. We're now in KFC. I'm a little bit drunk. I like gravy.
I like turtles. Do you ever get the feeling like you're being fucking followed? Ah! These cunts. These fucking cunts. I'm not. Cunt. Ah! Off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz. Fuck off.
So we are currently on the train right now. And yeah, we will keep you posted on our journey because we are fucking pissed right now. Look at my eyes. Woo!
Why do you do that little weird thing with your eyebrows?
I have no idea.
Like that?
He's a secret. He's like a secret. He's like his version of power. Don't worry, peasants. I'm coming to you. You stay there. Look at that hole. Look at that hole. What's that one? Look at that face.
Hello.
What's up, bastard?
Manny, it's right there, mate. It's right here.
Man, we're on the tube back.
Waiting for Manny.
Yeah.
No, do selfie way.
Okay.
Selfie way.
Right, oh yeah.
Oh, 4K. So,
I don't know these fucking people. He looks like a boss now.
fuck the revival.
He looks like an American trucker.
He ain't got his hat though.
Oh, that's true, yeah.
Hey Cletus, so we're waiting for Manny, he's over there. He's got topping up his Oyster card.
Yeah.
So Wrestle Kingdom was a good success. I thought it was really, really good.
It was alright. It was alright, yeah.
So I'm a little bit drunk. I've drunk the most out of everyone here.
Tap water.
It's not tap water. So yeah, we're just waiting for Manny. He's still taking fucking forever.
No.
What's that prick?
Did you get his PIN number?
No, I didn't. No,
Oh, fuck.
Bye, had a beautiful time.
Hey everyone, I'm gonna do my reaction to Wrestle Kingdom since me and the BGI crew went to watch it yesterday, and we were a bit too drunk to do our reactions at the time. But yeah, literally, I'm just gonna talk about like all my favorite parts of the matches, what were my favorite matches, and so on, blah 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 blah. I will start off by saying, first of all, that this was the first wrestling pay per view that I've enjoyed in a very, very long time. It had everything. There were matches where there was funny moments, serious moments. Like, for example, the first spot I'm going to talk about was the Young Bucks when they were doing the super kick spot. I can't remember who they were facing, but that tag team. And literally, you don't see that stuff in WWE. You just all the time see the same shit. Superman punch! And it's just like... So, like, yeah, literally, I thought that was a really good spot. And also in the Fatal 4-Way. So basically, my favourite matches, I might as well get into it. So my favourite matches were the Young Bucks match, Cody's match. Can I just say Brandy Rhodes looking very... but yeah, it was a good match. And then the Fatal 4-Way literally had everything. There was funny moments from when Skrull, he was like literally just taping people against the garden rail, and you know, going in the ring, breaking up pins, running back out. Then the spots were just out of this world. Like Ospreay was just doing some next like high risk stuff. And my mate Hazzy said a good point. These kind of wrestlers, if they were in WWE, they'd be on 205 Live. And that match just shows what happens when you don't judge a wrestler by being big and sweaty. You judge them on their actual ability and what they can do. And one thing I like about New Japan, like the promos, they give the wrestlers full control of the promos, of how the matches go. Like I said, WWE are in like mega trouble. Like even their membership's cheaper. Once they get that TV deal, same with Ring of Honor. Once they get that TV deal, WWE will be in big trouble if they don't start fixing up. So literally, but yeah, the Fatal 4-Way was just amazing. Like WWE lately, I can't watch a match longer than 6 minutes. I will lose interest. This had me glued for like 20 minutes. It was so good. The Cody Rhodes one, some of the moves they were doing, like he done his finisher, the neckbreaker one, off the apron onto the floor. That can never be done in WWE. Like I said, their moves they were doing, it's what you don't expect. Like we're used to this watered down PG bullshit, and I've had enough of it now. I've literally had enough with it now. And they were showing like, you know, how part-timers should be used and stuff like that. Like they made Jericho. Can I just say, Chris Jericho? Yeah, the guy is what, 40, in his 40s. He was moving like the Jericho of like the Attitude Era. I thought this match like was just so good. It had funny moments when Jericho took the camera and he's like swearing. Their spots were just really good. Like the spot where Jericho, I think Omega tried to do over the top rope, over the rope move, and Jericho like bounced off the other rope and drop kicked him. Like it was just good. The way Kenny went through the table, the way they used the steel chairs and stuff. It was really good. So yeah, for me, my favorite matches were the Young Bucks, Cody versus Tiashi, with the sexy Brandy Rhodes at ringside. The Fatal 4-Way, and Jericho versus Omega. Don't get me wrong, the main event was good, like Okada versus Naito, but I think everyone wanted Naito to get that you know, that push. But I'm sure he'll get his victory soon. But for me, it was Jericho versus Omega. That was my favorite match. Like, it was just crazy to see Jericho doing all his old stuff. So yeah, I can see why Dave Meltzer gets a bit excited. New Japan, basically. So yeah, would I watch another pay-per-view? Yes, I fucking would. I would go on to say I would actually go to Japan for a day and actually sit there and watch it. It was that good. It was literally that good. I'm just worried that if Omega does go to WWE, that he might just like drop out. So yes, we will have to see on that one. But yeah, really good pay-per-view. I'd give it a strong 9.5 out of 10. This will put pressure now on Vince to make WrestleMania really good. I just can't see WrestleMania being really good, especially if he makes Reigns champ. No one wants to see that. You make Balor champ. Now he's joined the club. You make Balor win his title back. Your ratings are going to go through the roof. You make Nakamura beat AJ Styles and put on a 9 out of 10 match. Your ratings will go through the roof. You won't have to worry about poor attendance. But the PG thing, it's too PG. People don't want that. So yeah, look out for New Japan and Ring of Honor. If they get them TV deals, could be interesting. We could have a new weekly war, but only this time WWE don't win. That was Manny on the map, and I will probably see you in a video when the others do their predictions for 2018. I'll just see you at the Royal Rumble. But in the meantime, your Universal Champ is signing out. I'm going to play some WWE 2K18. And in the words of my good wrestling friend, Mr. Holly, fuck the revival!